Friends, welcome into another edition of Soccer Texas. I'm Alex Parra, beside me the one and only Victor Araiza. Today at Shell Energy Stadium, the 2026 MLS season underway. And Victor, Ben Olsen, Houston Dynamo FC, 2-1 over Chicago. What a victory. What a way to start the season.
Amazing night, just the way they wanted to start off the season,
Yeah.
the year. I got to say, by the way, congratulations. Great call to start off.
It was a
I was a
call.
little worried there for you because I'm like, man, this better not be a defeat here. That would not be the way you want to start. But look, they pulled it off, so that's the important thing.
We have to talk not only about some of the players that returned from last season, like the goalkeeper Bond, but Guilherme, however you want to say it, the Brazilian shining today, 2 goals, and that first goal, tremendous timing, speed, and I think maturity to finish.
Yeah, he looks like the real deal. We were wondering last week in preseason how much of that hat trick, was the opponent, was the situation, when it mattered most, when the chips were down. He turned this thing around, and that's a good omen for this the soccer team this season.
Why don't we listen to Coach Ben Olsen? Ben Olsen talking about the victory tonight, talking about how also this is the beginning, but a lot of energy and a lot of optimism going into the remainder of the season. Here's Ben Olsen.
Wins help in buy-in from the players that we in some ways maybe know what we're talking about as coaches, but this is, you said it, it's a marathon. This is up and down. We found ways to win this game. Could have went the other way. They had a few really good looks, and that's the MLS. And we've talked about building a team that could be better in the moments. We weren't good enough in the moments last year, and sometimes it comes down to that in both 18s. And we made some plays on the defensive end and the offensive end, and that was enough today.
Victor, Ben Olsen is excited. He knows this is a marathon, and he should be. You could sense something different. Even in the media room, you could see the followers of this team, the fans, excited about something unique. And it wasn't just Guilherme and his 2 goals. It wasn't just that. It's the buildup of what this could be. And Hector Herrera, sitting on the bench.
It was a luxury.
Exactly. So this is setting the plate for something very, very interesting.
It is. I think the biggest part, we talked about this, I believe, last week. We were talking about the season. Got to get out of the gate strong.
Yeah.
You got to get the 3 points however you can. And I think they found a way to do it. That's the most important part, setting the tone for the rest of the season. Then you can start to build. You can start to dream a little bit as the year goes on. But the year they had last year, the way they kind of gave away some games, they couldn't come out and give a flat start. The way that first half started, I'm sure, maybe it was like a deja vu. But again, the way it turned around, and look, they didn't have a perfect night. They had some opportunities where it hit the post, where maybe, and they've had some of that last year again. That's where you kind of have to create your own luck and keep fighting through the moments and make something happen. Today was Guilherme, but we'll see if eventually Mati Bogusz is able to get on the same page. Ezequiel Ponce, we're hoping he puts some pressure off himself. We mentioned it, Herrera didn't even play, but we know what he can do if he hits the field. So all these things considered, and of course, getting out of the gate, a little bit moving past the Griffin Dorsey move and surviving that, if we can put it that way. Again, all that together makes this for a really good win.
Holmes playing great, by the way, and even with limited time, he was able to have a presence. A lot positive difference in what we saw today at Shell Energy Stadium. But next week, LAFC
they got a big
comes
test
into
next
town.
week. Different test.
Just like that, another test.
Yeah. And it's an amazing test, too. I think you want to have these games where you can see where you are at the beginning of the season, see yourself against one of the top contenders at home. Look, they weren't able to get a full house here tonight. But again, I think sending them with a win, trying to build on that the following week, it should be a sellout, I would think, against Sun and LAFC. Especially coming off that game they just had against Miami. So we'll see if it turns into that occasion. And then you have a stage set to potentially at home. Who knows? Why not try your chances?
Why not try your chances? Defending at home in a wonderful start. Almost a dream start for this new look Houston Dynamo FC team. Victor, it's always great to be with you. Friends, thanks for following us. Also, thanks for your support as I experiment in a way with this new English language call. So,
At Alex R. Parra for your complaints.
send them my way. I may not read them all. And by the way, thank you for your support. And like I said in the broadcast, we're united behind this sport that we love so much. And many of us united behind this team that we care so much about. So until next time from Shell Energy Stadium, Victor, Alex, thanks for joining us on this latest edition of Soccer Tejas.